everyone, it's Shannon, aka QB Crossing, and today we are back with another Dream Island tour, and I cannot wait to share this one with you guys. It is a overgrown Springcore island, and it is a little bit different from any Springcore islands I've seen. It has lots of greenery, lots of really beautiful builds, and just a different take on Springcore, so I really wanted to share this one with you guys. It is by Crossing Kaylee, who is just such an amazing creator. I highly recommend that you follow them for lots of inspiration. But let's just get right into this. So the first thing that I like to do when I get to an island is actually open up the map. I will also note that they have a green airport, which is really cute. And this is the island of Lilith by Crossing Kaylee. It is already blowing me away with this waterscaping. The dream address is down below if you want to grab it there. Really a lot of cute villagers here. There isn't one villager that I would not have on my own island. So really excited to see how their houses are decorated. And overall, this terraforming is truly just stunning. I am so excited because I love seeing a lot of water on a map. So I really just know that this is going to be absolutely beautiful. So okay, already at the entrance, I'm totally in love. They're using this beautiful green pathing that is one of my favorites. It's this little green leaf pathing and works so well for Springcore, even just a regular cottagecore island. It works really well. And I'm just loving all of the light colors coming out, but also this little hint of black flowers just to give it a little bit of contrast. We have so many cute little areas right up front. This tiny little like rug picnic area is just, I think, showing us what's to come for this island. Just the level of detail, the curation of items, it's so beautiful. And on the other side here, we have a little bit of a laundry area. I'm just already getting so much inspiration of ways to fill up space. Something I've been struggling a lot on with my island because I've been making some larger builds, but it's really these little areas that tie your island together, and so much inspiration here just from the entrance already. Look at this pathing, the green leaf piles all around, so nice. So I didn't pick up any of the presents yet because I like to do that with you guys while I'm recording. So I'm going to see what Kaylee left for us here. I'm sure it's all super cute because their aesthetic is just lovely. So I'm going to open up some of these and see what we have. So you know I love a pocketbook. We have a Cosmos wand, one of my favorite wands. The wide brim straw hat, I think that's what I'm wearing right now. A do-rag, maybe I'll change into that. And then we have, oh my gosh, a giant ribbon. I don't think I've ever actually tried that on because I still haven't gotten that item in the game. So we might have to actually, I think we might have to go with the giant ribbon just so I can see it in my hair. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I'm gonna keep it on. I think that might be my new thing. Goodbye tulip hat. I think that's my new thing. Okay, so right over here, look at how close the entrance is to resident services. A lot of people ask me for advice with just terraforming or decorating if your entrance is super close to resident services, and I always tell them to create a little curvy pathway just exactly like this pretty much. I love how wooded it feels, and it doesn't make it feel like your resident services is too close. So I love the way that she's laid this out. And then we have some really cute little things over here, like the bike on a rug and then these little barrels. Honestly, every little detail is filled in so beautifully. I actually think that this is Kaylee's 7th island, if I'm not mistaken. She works so fast and somehow each one keeps getting better. I am the slowest at working on my islands, so I really admire her and how fast she's able to work with these. Look at this right here. This is just absolutely beautiful, and I feel like it really shows how much a path can shape your island. This pathing over here, it just has so much to it that it really feels like it fills up the space. You don't even need too many items on top of it because there's just so much going on with the path itself. It's pretty much a design element all on its own. And then just so many little details. You can really just spend hours on this island and keep noticing more and more stuff as you're going around. And it just gives me a lot of inspiration for these tiny areas, which I know is also another thing that people kind of struggle with, including myself, is just how to decorate these tiny areas. Like this right here is absolutely adorable. The alarm clock, the decorative bottles, the newspaper stack, all of these items together, and then the little like mixed in stumps, and then the log stakes to give it a little bit of height. Truly just so well done. As we come up here, there's these little seating areas, and the more that I'm going around here, I'm totally feeling like I'm over my structured island, and I just want to go back to a natural island because this is a kind of design that I feel like just flows when I'm working. I don't know about you guys, but there's always, I feel like, an aesthetic or a kind of like, I don't know, you either go for more natural islands or more structured islands, and that's what you kind of feel more comfortable with. And for me, it's definitely natural islands. So I just am getting so much inspiration here. This right here, I really wanted to point this out because we have, I think this is Fang's house right here, assuming that since Fang looks like he's stuck on this little island. But I love to create little spaces like this that are just completely surrounded by water. I think that it just totally frames the space so nicely. It just adds a lot of visual interest having water all around it. I love the way that it extends to that waterfall in the back there, and it just makes your island a little bit more interactive since you have to jump or hop over the little pieces of land. And again, just everything surrounding here, the clotheslines, the serving carts, and then like these weeds that are starting to get overgrown just look really, really good. But again, I think making these little islands on your island is always a really, really fun idea. Also, I like that we have these little signposts to guide us around and just kind of navigate us to where we have to go. Kaylee did say that the beaches are not done, which I totally relate to, and I focus a lot more on my actual island, so I totally understand why you wouldn't do your beaches. But this is actually one of my favorite museum designs that I've seen. We have this just like right up at the front of the island. I think either putting your museum at the front or back of your island, if you're struggling with it, is a great idea because you don't have to worry too much about it if it's in the center of your island and decorating around it. So this to me is just a really, really smart idea, and it really fills in this kind of space over to the very left side of the island. I just adore all of the codes that she's using, and I'll have them in the description as well because I know some people will be asking for some of that. Even down to the detail over here on the edges of these cliffs, there's really nothing that Kaylee did not decorate, and I just love her for that. I'm going to open up the camera app just so we can kind of see what's going on here and get another view, but oh my gosh, I just love this. I think we kind of knew that there was going to be a lot of really beautiful terraforming and waterscaping on this island, but it's really cool to kind of see it come together and what it all looks like as you're actually like exploring the island. So that seems like it was the very front left side of the island, and now I'm going to see when we go back here. So this is to the left of resident services. What else is going on? Look at this beauty. I'm getting so much inspiration for waterscaping right now, even all behind resident services over here. Oh my gosh. But look at this. I think anytime you can add an incline next to some sort of waterfall, or I don't know, just a really small space like this, it just always makes me so happy. I think that this is such an amazing way to treat a transition area. And again, the little tiny stump over here, so cute. And I'm really loving the mix of the black and white flowers. I always love a sideways or a backwards incline, so it's no surprise that I really liked that. Look at this code over here. I love this little pathway. I'm noticing that a lot of people are using these plain party lights arch to kind of just frame small pathways, and this is a perfect example of why it looks so good. I'm just adoring every part of this island. I think this is Pearl's house over here. That's her actual house. It doesn't look like it was customized on the exterior because I actually have her on my own island and I love her and her house very much. We also have this little seating area, and this is really good inspiration for different kind of alternatives to chairs. So we have like a tree stump, we have the pile of Zen cushions, a piano bench, just lots of ways to make this even more aesthetic than just putting some chairs around it. But look at this view right here. I love seeing the bridges next to houses, especially a diagonal bridge. I just think you honestly cannot go wrong. That is right behind the museum, just to kind of orient ourselves on what we've seen so far. And look at this. This is so stunning to me. I'm obsessed with making little neighborhoods. So seeing Blair and Pearl's house right next to each other, they have similar roofs, just really works beautifully together. And all of this cliff detail. I mean, imagine how long this takes. I get really lazy decorating my cliffs, so I know that Kaylee put a ton of work into this. This terraforming up here also, it's just completely gorgeous. You can even go behind Pearl's house over here and get to the kind of center of the island. But before I get over here, I kind of feel like I should see what's over on this side. So this is back over to this little walkway that we were looking at before, and I didn't get to really check out what's over to the right of it. And I'm really loving for this transition area here, how we have a bit of a natural centerpiece. So we'll kind of zoom into that and see how Kaylee really set this up. So we have little trees like stunted at different growth stages. We have the hay bale and all different kind of stools almost. So we have like the mush log and the pirate barrel, as well as lots of really beautiful elements around here with more of the clotheslines and stools. There's just so much beauty that I don't even know where to start. I think I'm going to continue to the left side of the island so that we don't miss anything over there before we get too far into the center of the island. So the other thing I like a lot here is that we have so many different layers going on. So we're really getting a lot of different views of the island, and it's really cool to just see different perspectives of the areas that you've built. So I always highly recommend creating different levels so that you have different lookout points. Another really cute backwards incline over here, absolutely adore it. And over this way, we have another villager house kind of on its own little island again. And this is truly one of my favorite ways to decorate. Creating these little islands, it just really kind of gives each villager their own unique space. And I love the way that the water looks just surrounding everything. Again, all of the detail around here, I can point out every little thing because it's so well curated, but it's really, really beautiful. I think we have this little like hobbit hole area with this cutout standee design and lots of really pretty elements surrounding the pathway as well. And then we can actually come up here to, this looks like Diana's house, and I absolutely, again, just adore this. Even that detail up there on the cliffs and the giant vines coming through. There's just so much to look at here, and I could not get sick of this island if I tried. So let's see, let's kind of go back this way because I know we've missed a couple things over to the left side. So wasn't sure, okay, we can't go anywhere over there, but if we wrap around this way, no, let's go back up the incline. So if we kind of come around over here and jump this way, I don't think that we went fully to the right side yet. So it looks like we have a really beautiful land bridge. I am just absolutely in love with these curvy land bridges. I think when they look less straight and like, I don't know, I think you've all seen a lot of land bridges that are just straight across and they work really well on some islands, but I think for an island like this, to have something that feels a little bit more natural and play around with the terraforming like this just makes so much sense. As we continue over this way, it's kind of an extension to the land bridge, and I've honestly never seen anyone split up their land bridge with some waterscaping in between, so I totally love that. Also just want to open up the camera app so we can see another view here, and you can really just get an idea of the way that this terraforming came together on this island. It's totally stunning. I truly am just more and more blown away as I explore here. And it looks like the back of the island here is just filled in with some beautiful waterfalls and waterscaping. So again, a way to fill up the back of your island also. So many cute little picnic areas, cruiser bikes everywhere. I just think that this is totally perfect. We have the campsite back here. I actually also put my campsite by my secret beach, and I think that it's just such a fun idea because you can totally imagine a villager coming to stay here. They still get to stay on the actual island, but they're so close to the beach because who wouldn't want to just have their own private beach, right? As we come over here, we have Callie's house, who, if Callie wasn't on this island, I would have some serious questions for Kaylee because her house just feels like it was made to be on this island with the greenery. And then look at those two inclines on each side facing the house. Callie truly has the best spot on the island. I think that she is so deserving though. I'm truly just in love with her house. And again, another really cute little dining area with lots of really cute seats. And again, like I was saying before, mixing and matching those seat options is really smart. So I love the way that Kaylee did that here. Kind of just jumping around and exploring some of these little tiny pieces of land because as Kaylee's doing this really cool terraforming and waterscaping, she's actually creating all these tiny areas on these small pieces of land, which I really, really adore. Look at this. This is actually giving me so much inspiration. This tiny little campsite over here. What a fun way to fill in a little piece of land. I also think adding the futon next to the kids' tent, great idea. 10 out of 10 idea, honestly. I'm gonna kind of jump over here and see what happens when we go up this incline. Looks like she's incorporating some of the natural dirt pathing from the game, which I really like to see. Just kind of break up some of the pathing that she's using elsewhere, which it looks really, really great. And some more beautiful terraforming down back there as well on the back of the island. We have a little transition area here, and it's always a great idea to add a bridge if you can for transition areas. And this looks like it leads us to, farm inspiration. I absolutely love this. So we have the storefronts in the back kind of making a little barn, and then it looks like the gazebos are behind there to serve as a roof, which is really, really cool. I just want to zoom into all of the little details going on here, like the vintage cash register, the scale, just exactly what you would kind of imagine at a little kind of local farm. Grab your own crops, buy some stuff, buy some local produce, and just, I don't know, go on with your day. But this is really, really cute. And the little jams over here, I think all the little rugs she's using are adorable as well. As we head up this way, we have a really cute little picnic area. I'm really loving how this came out over here. The mixing of these two different codes looks really, really nice. I love to see the little wooden planks and then the regular picnic blanket behind it. And that little vintage scrapbook has been one of my favorite items. So really excited to see it being used so much on this island as well. Looks like we have the peninsula over here, and it's filled in with some terraforming. So I really like that because it adds a lot of dimension to this level that we're on now. It gives us all these little layers below, especially with the different tree heights. So that's a really fun way to decorate your peninsula if you don't know what to do with it yet. Let's see if we can jump anywhere over here. I don't think so. So I think we have to get back to the main pathway and make our way to the right side of the island. I'm going to, okay, no, we saw that already. So I think what we have to do is kind of get back up here on the land bridge and head back over to the right side of the island. It might even be worth going over by resident services and starting from there. This way we know that we did not miss anything at all. Yes, okay, so here we are by resident services. Again, lots of beauty all behind here, all of these little cliffs, the windmills, so much to see, honestly. Is that Kaylee? Kaylee, hello. Happy dreaming. We are definitely happy. Thank you for having us here. So over to the right side of the island, I do want to kind of check the front first before we get too far into the back of the island. So if we head this way, you can see just a lot of really nice detail. I think that this part of the reason this blows me away so much is because Kaylee didn't have to put so much effort into these little small spaces, but that's what makes her island so special. So I really love that anywhere you go, you can kind of get lots and lots of inspiration, zoom into little areas and just see so much. You can honestly probably keep finding new things as you explore here, and I always love that about islands. We have a tiny farm over here by this villager house, and I really love the little umbrella laying down there as well. And then it looks like we have some more really beautiful terraforming. I don't know if we can go over to the left side or the right side anymore, so let's kind of open up our camera app and just make sure that I'm not missing anything. But yeah, it looks like we have a big lake over here, and when we come up this way, how pretty is this? I love this transition to nooks. It just really deserves its own little, I don't know, its own little cliff over here. And I think this waterscaping is just truly phenomenal. I have no other words at this point. And I think I've talked to Kaylee about this before, but she really just goes with the flow. She doesn't really plan anything out. And I think that makes this island so impressive that these ideas are just kind of flowing for her and they just come out looking so natural. Over here we have Abel's right behind Nooks. Such a fun way to decorate Abel's over here. And again, the waterscaping surrounding. We have a customized shopping bag, some little dresses out front. So cute. And also the little sewing machine over here. Lots of tiny little details all around. As we come back this way, so this is right behind resident services over here. I wanted to point out how much I love the mush table because I completely forgot about it. Like all the new items came out and I totally forgot about the basics, the classics. This mush table is perfect and really works for all of the green elements here on this island. Oh, I just got confused because I thought me and Kaylee looked so similar. I was like, how is she in the frame right now? But okay, so over here, I think we were up here already, right? This was Abel Sisters. Great. Right behind here, we have Kaylee's house. So I just wanted to kind of open up the camera app here for a second because look at how beautiful this is. This green exterior is actually one of my new favorites for house customizations. And I just love everything about this. It's really like a perfect mix of cottagecore, springcore, and then almost like a little bit of vintage core coming on as well, but really beautiful. The diagonal bridge kind of leading you to the house, and then all the little details with the laundry and this little seating area. I think decorating houses, whether it's my own house or villager houses in the game, is definitely one of my favorite things. So I always love seeing how people decorate their houses and neighborhoods. We have lots of little cute little hoppy islands, and again, I'm just totally blown away by the terraforming. And then over here, it leads us to a little beach campsite. So Kaylee lied, she did actually decorate one campsite over here, but totally looks super cute. And that's that peninsula that we were looking at before. But I actually think that we have seen everything on this island. I totally feel very inspired now. I'm excited to start working on my island and maybe get back to doing some natural terraforming soon. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Have a great day. Bye.